Hi there, I'm Angela Sharp, and welcome to the Daily Mix. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I got to go do a lot of things this weekend. First of all, the Cardinals were home this weekend, so I had a lot of Cardinals games. But it also was the first one of the Cruisin' Limburg events that happen in South County, so I got to take my car up there. I don't know if you can tell from this photo, but my favorite color is actually orange. But my car happened to be blue, and I wanted to match my car, so then my drink had to match the car, and then that little hoverboard I purposely bought to take to car shows, so it's also blue. There's just a lot of blue happening there. But we had a really good time taking the cars out. It was kind of the first kickoff car party of the season, so that is always fun. But hopefully you also got to experience the nice weather when we had it. Sunday was a little rainy, but that's okay. I've got plenty of great items on the show for you to check out, so if you want to enjoy next weekend or the coming weeks, you can do that as well. But I also have a guest on the show. She's a friend of the show. She's been on the show before. Benedetta Orsi is on the show. She's got her 15th year anniversary concert coming up. We're going to talk all about that and so much more. So let's get started on today's Daily Mix. The next time you visit the St. Louis Zoo, you might get to take a first look at Jet, the zoo's youngest Asian elephant. I think this is so adorable. Now, there's no set schedule, but the 5-month-old is beginning to spend time in the public habitat in the River's Edge area. And when he's not out there, riders on the Emerson Zoo-Lide Railroad may also be able to spot him in the behind-the-scenes elephant area. I don't know if you know this, but elephants are my absolute favorite animal, and the baby elephant is so cute. All right, since he was born in November, the playful calf has gained over 300 pounds, which is good for an elephant, not necessarily good for people, right? Weighing in at 578 pounds. You can learn more about Jet at stlzoo.org/babyelephant. I'm gonna have to check that out. He's so cute. The Gateway Arch National Park and Gateway Arch Park Foundation invite everyone to come out this weekend to celebrate the grand reopening of the old courthouse. A ribbon cutting ceremony will be held on the western steps at 10 a.m. The celebration will continue with the Journey to Justice Festival from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. The festival will include a dynamic lineup of speakers, artists, and performers. Attendees will be able to explore the old courthouse throughout the day until the building closes at 5. It all takes place this Saturday, May 3rd. You can find a full schedule of events and learn more about the renovations at archpark.org. The Irish dance phenomenon Riverdance is returning to North America for the first time since 2023. With a brand new tour, Riverdance 30, The New Generation, will visit over 40 cities, including 5 performances here in St. Louis. The new tour will bring a new life to the original show with new choreography and costumes and visual effects. And, are you ready for this? For the first time, will feature a new generation of performers who were not born when the show began over 30 years ago. Riverdance 30 will be at the Fabulous Fox May 2nd through the 4th. For a full schedule and more info, visit fabulousfox.com. The new cultural exhibit is open at the Magic House this week on Mexico's National Children's Day. Viva Mexico immerses visitors in the rich culture, history, and traditions of Mexico and explores what life is like for children in Mexico. Some of the highlights include a traditional street market, a Mexican home, mariachi, I can never say that, dancing celebrations, and so much more. Viva Mexico opens April 30th and will run through January 2026. So you got some time, but you might as well go now. You can learn more about this exhibit and plan your visit at magichouse.org. The Cherokee Street Cinco de Mayo Festival returns this weekend. The annual festival features everything from traditional Mexican street food and margaritas to live music and entertainment all day long. If you've never been, this is really a big, big party on the streets. The festival also features a family fun zone, mechanical bull, and Lucha Libre Wrestling. The Cinco de Mayo Festival will take place this Saturday, May 3rd, from 11 to 8 on Cherokee Street, from Nebraska to Jefferson. You can find all the details on this free event at cincodemayostl.com. You can keep the festivities going for Cinco de Mayo on May 5th with the Delmar Loop's annual taco crawl. Tickets at this taco crawl get attendees 5 taco tickets and 1 margarita ticket. You can enjoy traditional Mexican flavors, innovative fusion tacos, and all the sounds and energy that make the Loop one of America's great streets. Close out the evening with an after party at Moonrise Hotel. The taco crawl is set for Monday, May 5th from 4 to 8 on the Delmar Loop. To learn more, go to visittheloop.com. Marvel Studios' latest movie hits theaters this weekend. Supervillains turned heroes embark on a dangerous mission that forces them to confront their dark past. Take a look at Thunderbolts.
Let's talk facts. The Avengers are not coming. Who will keep the American people safe?
There's some big threat out there, and you are gonna help me stop it.
Wait, us?
Yeah, you. Why, you got someplace to be?
I love that guy.
So none of us can fly? So what, we all just punch and shoot?
I can't think of a worse group of people trying to work together.
Look, me! John, stop!
Where were you?
Where are you?
Everyone here has done bad things. You can't escape the past. Hey, it's like your mind is somewhere else.
So you can do something about it now, or live with it forever.
This could get messy.
No shit. You thought you were gonna be some great savior? You can't even save yourself.
We can't do this. No one here is a hero.
Lena, when I look at you, I don't see your mistakes. That's why we need each other.
Okay, that was really good.
We are the Thunderbolts!
Can't call ourselves that.
God, thank you.
This has makings of team that can rise to glory. Bring light from the darkness. This team can be the heroes on the Wheaties box. With a little giddy toy.
Alexei, have you slept?
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
I'd like not to die today, so maybe somebody else should be driving.
That looks interesting. If you had the choice to be a supervillain or a good guy, who would you be?
A supervillain.
Yeah, me too. That's exactly what I was
Absolutely.
thinking. That's why I love you. All right. Friend of the show, Benedetta Orsi is here with us. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me,
And
Angela.
thanks for saying supervillain, because I was thinking the same thing.
Of course, it's funnier.
It's way more fun. Let's talk about you. So you've been on the show before. We had you on a bunch of times, I think,
Yes.
on different programs throughout the show.
Yeah.
You typically do a concert around this time every year. 15 years?
15 years. Yes, 15 years of career in the operatic world.
That is amazing. So let's, just for people who might be new here, kind of go back, what gets you started in something like this?
I always loved singing. So since I was little, I had my my brush in my hand, singing in front of the mirror, using my mom's heels. When I was 14, I started studying music, actually. But I started doing Broadway and more contemporary music. And then when I was 17, I went to see La Traviata at Teatro La Scala in Milano, and so I fell in love, and my voice teacher told me, you have the voice, you have the qualities to study and become an opera singer. So I started, I loved it, and it went well, I guess.
I was going to say, it went very well. Opera has to be one of the harder things to sing with all that range and everything, yes?
Yes, it's difficult. It requires a lot of practice, constant warm-ups, exercise, and you are like an athlete. I mean, your body needs to be used to sing for hours, because in an opera you sing for 3 or 4 hours, not constantly, but of course back and forth the stage with huge costumes. They're very heavy, lights, as you know, they feel so warm. So yeah. It requires a lot of stamina.
Do you do a lot of voice warm-ups, like on your off days off, too?
Yes. You need to warm up almost every day just to keep your voice going on. And especially when you have a big recital or an opera, it has to be constantly warmed up, and you need to practice every day.
I love that.
In the shower.
Yeah, in the shower is the only place I sound decent, to be fair.
The acoustic, it's amazing. I mean,
I would never sing for you because that would be horrible. But in the shower, I feel like I sound fantastic.
Yes, everybody. Even my brother, and he's not so good.
Well, let's talk about this 15th year anniversary concert that you're having. Tell me a little bit about what that's going to entail.
Yeah, so it's going to be a fun recital. It's going to be an event hosted by the Sheldon Concert Hall, so we're very grateful. That's such a beautiful venue. I will be joined on stage by my dear friend, pianist Alla Vosko-Bojnikova, and plus we will have a St. Louis Symphony violinist, Eva Kozma, and a soprano. She sang at Opera Theater St. Louis, Union Avenue, Meroe Adib. So it's going to be a fun evening with songs and opera arias and duets from some of the most famous operas, so the audience can recognize all the tunes we will be presenting, but there will be fun anecdotes that will be presented by Classic 107.3 host Kathy Lawton-Brown.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So the first time I went on stage, I was transformed in a chicken. So yeah, I cannot tell you more because everything will be, of course, revealed during the event. But I fell backstage. I was almost fainted on stage during the end of an opera. So there will be all these fun stories.
Oh, how great.
Yes.
So if someone's never been to an opera, why would you tell them to come check this one out?
I think it's something very entertaining, very fun. There will be Broadway songs that are also very well known. One is from Cats, so that was one of the first shows that I did in the Broadway world while I was in Italy still. And it's something that, for those who know me, they don't know this story, so it's something extra. They can understand a little bit more why I'm also such a crazy singer, because I experimented so many crazy things off and on stage, so you need to be funny and entertaining as well. But for those who don't know a lot of opera, I think it's a good opportunity to come because the tunes are very familiar and popular, so it's not something that it can be difficult to understand. There's going to be Carmen, a beautiful medley from Carmen by Bizet. That was the opera that brought me to St. Louis, and that is well known from everybody. So it's going to be fun to see the four of us on stage playing different things. Some of the most famous duets, that the Flower Duet, that is very well known as well. So I think they will enjoy it.
Enjoy it. And I know your backstory because I've talked with you a bunch of times, but kind of fill in people who are new today about coming to St. Louis and where you came from.
Yes, so I was living before in New York. I'm originally from Italy. I moved to the States 14 years ago, before I was living in New York, and I just came to St. Louis for an opera, for Carmen, with Winter Opera St. Louis. It kind of changed my life, that opera, because it was the second time that I was performing it in 6 months, and then the third time was back in New York. And I met my husband here. So he was the conductor, Darwin Aquino, of the opera. We fell in love, and 6 months after, we moved here. So it was
magic.
Absolutely.
I love it. So that opera has a very special place in your heart because it brought you to St. Louis, you met your love of your life, all the things.
Yes, everything. I still have the rose that he gifted me before the performance in my music score.
Stop, that's so sweet.
I know.
Oh, I love that.
I know.
That's adorable. So if somebody's coming to this show, they're new, they want to experience it. Is there any like rules and regulations that they should know?
Absolutely. I mean, they can come dressed as they like.
Okay.
So they just can come in, sit down, enjoy. They can chat during the performance. They can laugh a lot because Kathy is super fun, and I know she will have lovely stories to tell. They can stay after the concert and meet all of us. We will have a little gathering though after the concert. So if they want to know their singer, the singer or the pianist or Kathy, I mean, they have the chance to do that. So there are no big rules.
There's no, and that's the part that I think a lot of people feel like, oh, the opera, you got to be sit here, hands on my waist, and be very patient and still.
Absolutely. And if you enjoy something, you can scream, you can applaud, you can stand up, you can dance. There's the chance also to move a little bit around. So absolutely.
It's a little bit more like a sporting event almost.
I think so.
With the movement and the yelling and such.
I don't want everybody to feel like, oh, it's just a regular recital. I just go sit down and no, it's something to have fun, to discover a little bit more of me and my crazy life in opera, and just to have a different evening.
Now, putting together this 15-year concert anniversary, I'm sure there's a lot of work in that, but have you looked back at how far you've come and thought about that process?
I did, and I am proud of what I achieved, especially because I'm an immigrant, so coming from a different country and moving here when I was in my 20s, I have to thank my family. They supported me since the beginning. They said, if you think you have an opportunity to go there, go and try and give everything you have. So it was fun. It was a little bit sad to see everything that I achieved, but I feel very proud, and I am very happy to be in St. Louis. Very happy.
We're very happy to have you here, and I'm looking forward to the 30th year concert anniversary. But let's tell people how they can get tickets, how they can come and hang out with you on this one.
Sure. They can go on the Sheldon website and just type in Memories in Motion, and that is the title of the concert. Or otherwise, they can go on my website, benedettaorsi.com, and they go in the event page and they find the link to purchase tickets.
We've got all that information for that concert coming up Tuesday, May 13th at 7:30 right there on your screen. And you can definitely keep up with Benedetta and see what she's doing, because you're always doing something fun.
Always. I never stop.
I love it. Is there anything else you want to tell everybody before we have to go?
I want to thank you. It's always a pleasure to be here with you and see you. And
I love seeing you. You have so much energy. You have no idea how helpful that is to me today. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Definitely check out Benedetta, and definitely check out the opera if you have time. I know it's fantastic. Again, the information is right there on your screen. And after you follow her, you can follow us, of course. We would like to hear from you as well. You can follow us on Facebook, X, Instagram. You can even drop us a line at stltv.net. We want to hear from you. And don't forget to download the app so you can watch us on the go, Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV. That information on your screen. But keep it right here on STL TV and experience St. Louis. I'll see you next time.